Hey everyone, it's me, Joanna. Wanted to hop on here and show you the final product of the journals that I've been working on. I really appreciate you joining me on this journey. It definitely has had some highs and lows for sure. All in all, I think the journal turned out really unique. I think the style of it is really, really fun and just something kind of different to look at. It's not your traditional journal, that's for sure. So, yeah, the mica definitely gave me a little bit of trouble, as you can imagine, since it does peel and has layers and can crack. I knew that it was going to give me trouble, especially with adding the rivets, but I kind of muscled through it, and I think the final product is really unique, and I just think it looks really cool. So would I do it again? I don't know. Mica is a lot of fun to work with, but I just don't know if I would use it for or in this way again. But I do like the turnout, so I guess it was worth it in the end. So as you can see, it's just a pocket-sized journal. It's not too heavy considering it's made of metal. So it is good for travel, but I do like the size of it. On the back here, I did have an angel that I had riveted down, and I just didn't like it. The mica was kind of breaking in certain places, and it just wasn't working for me. So I ended up taking it off, and then I added this piece here, the lamb, which is another name for Jesus, because of his sacrifice, and also the blood of the lamb. So I love that this teardrop here kind of resembles kind of like a drop of blood. So you can see that it kind of moves a little bit, but it's secured. It's not going anywhere. But yes, the whole idea was revelation of Jesus and what's to come. And that's where I was inspired, was from the book of Revelation. So I just know that God is really going to bless this time that's coming, 2025. It's going to be an interesting year. I just know it. So I'm just trusting that these journals will be a really neat tool for the owner, and I really pray that they will use it as a place to really seek God. And so inside, it's just a traditional journal. I did that on purpose. I didn't want any frills and things inside because I really want this to be a piece where someone turns to and really takes their time journaling seriously. I'm a little bummed that the ribbon covers the image here, the crown, but it is what it is. And what's nice about the Coptic stitch is that it allows the journal to lay flat. It's a huge perk with using a Coptic stitch for a journal, so that when you're writing, it's a really easy surface to write on. I chose a checkered pattern. It's kind of like a checkered board, and originally, because the thought was to use the crown as the front cover, and so I was kind of thinking of like a chessboard, but anyway, as you know, if you watch the other videos, that my inspiration kind of took a turn and I changed the idea for the front covers. So anyway, I still think it looks really neat. So that's that. I don't know if I showed you inside this one, but it's the same idea. And then I always use this ribbon. I just always gravitate towards it. Believe in miracles. Yes, Jesus is a miracle worker. Okay, and then while finishing these journals, I had another journal that I've been working on, and it needed to be laced up. And isn't she beautiful? I just love this image. I think she's gorgeous. But I was kind of struggling with the back cover a bit. Originally, my thought of this was the bride, and then that kind of fell to the wayside, and I thought, oh, well, maybe royalty, because I had used crowns inside. And so when I loved the front cover. The front cover turned out really neat, but the back cover, I was just kind of like, oh, it's missing something. I don't know. I was like, I need something right here. And so my thought was the bride and then royalty. You guys, look how many attempts I tried. The bride of Jesus, royalty, all these. I could not, for the life of me, get it to work. And it was seriously, it got to the point where it became hilarious. Like I just knew that either I was being attacked by the enemy or God was just like, can you please just stop for a moment? Like I got a different idea. And sure enough, that was the case. So I spent like an hour of wasting my time and just being so frustrated and wasting product. As you can see, I'm gonna have to think of something to, I'm gonna have to think of something to do with those pieces. But then I sat still for a moment and it was like chosen. Like God just like dropped that word right in my spirit. And I'm like, okay. And so that's what I did. I did chosen. You guys, the first try, I nailed it. And I think it just turned out really, really nice. But yes, chosen. You are chosen to do great things for God. He's got a great plan for your life. You just have to listen for his voice and be obedient and just open your heart to him. As for this piece here, it's just a watch face that I purchased off of Facebook Market, and I added a rivet. Me and these rivets. It's a love-hate relationship for sure. Glued these pieces down. Unfortunately, I couldn't solder them. I think just because of the image transfer here, possibly it caused some sort of barrier where I was having issues with soldering, or maybe it could be the type of different metals that are in this piece. I don't quite know what exactly went wrong. But anyway, I had to glue those pieces down. And this lace, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I've had it for gosh, probably 15 years, and it's just been sitting in my storage. And I always knew that I was going to use it for something special. And when I saw it, I was just like, yep, you're going in here. And this bookmark, I'm thinking this might be my next video. Let me know if you're interested or not. And I got the idea from Pinterest, but they're fabric bookmarks. And this one I made over 10 years ago. And one of the rhinestones had fallen out and it wasn't quite finished on the end either. But I love it. I think it's so pretty. So I'm pretty sure I can salvage it and make it pretty much brand new. And I'm gonna add it to this journal. But I'm thinking what I'll do is I can record how I make them, because they're so simple and they're a lot of fun to make. And great for kids too. So it could be a fun thing to do maybe on a rainy day, or I don't know. So yes, that might be my next video. And yeah, so inside I added a few pockets just for little pictures or extra papers or whatever. And then inside it's just a standard, journal. Just blank pages where they can write, talk to God. And I'll probably add a few more pockets, perhaps. And then one here. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching and for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. It means so much to me. It's very encouraging. So leave a comment or like, subscribe, do all those things. I really, really appreciate you guys stopping by. You take care, okay? Bye.